Greetings, Johnny Matthews with Cannabis Talk Show Live, and yes, we're still here, live and direct from the CWCBExpo in downtown Los Angeles at the LA Convention Center. And I'm with one of the exhibitors. The name of her company is called Minorities for Medical Marijuana, and I'm with the founder, Miss Roz McCarthy. Roz, thanks for being a part of Cannabis Talk Show Live.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Fabulous. Can-amazing, as we say. Roz, if you would, tell our listeners your journey into the cannabis industry.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes. So thank you, Johnny, one, for having us and just thinking enough of us as an organization. Yes, Minorities for Medical Marijuana is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that was founded in Florida. I'm based in Florida. We currently have 20 chapters throughout the country and one chapter in Jamaica. In 2016, I started the organization. I spent 25 years plus in healthcare management, sales, business development, spent time in pharmaceutical sales, as well as a regional director and executive with hospice. I knew healthcare, I understood it, was not a consumer of the plant, but then when I started seeing that the state of Florida was looking at legalizing, I started doing my research, just kind of, Googling and finding out information. When I learned about the ability of the plant to help individuals that were suffering from cancer, I thought about my mom, who passed away in 2005 from breast cancer. Literally, my mom was diagnosed with cancer one year and she was gone the next year. And that up and down, seeing her and the quality of life and the poor quality of life that she had to go through during that 1 year, when I read about the plant and thought about the fact that it wasn't the regular gateway drug that people were talking about, you didn't have to roll up a joint in order to be able to consume the plant. It would have helped her with her nausea and with her weight loss. It would have helped her with her energy level, the stress, anxiety, and literally when she was transitioning and leaving this earth, having something like a tincture to be able to take to be able to transition easier may have been helpful. On top of that, when I was a teenager, my father was actually diagnosed with glaucoma and lost his eyesight. And my mom used to say when I was a teenager, she would say, look, Roz, your dad just needs to go smoke a joint. And I didn't know what she meant by that, but long story short, I'm reading now about glaucoma, and my father lost his eyesight and actually ended up having a mental breakdown. Was suffering from bipolarism, schizophrenia, and because of that, his health care declined because he wasn't taking care of himself. My family, and I will tell you, black families, we sometimes are in denial of mental health. Instead of getting him some of the help I think he should have needed, instead of getting him a seeing eye dog, he ended up turning into self and was talking to the air, and just a sad situation. My dad was a beautiful man, 6'3", just beautiful personality, energy, and I saw that as a kid and into my teenage years. And when my mom passed away, 3 years later my dad passed away. And the final piece of it is that I'm a sickle cell mom. I have a 20-year-old son who has sickle cell. So I've lived with sickle cell all my as an adult with my kid, dealing with the in and out of the hospital, dealing with the pain crises. So if you couple all those things, those three important people are in my life, I just got committed, and I felt this spirit that was just like, Roz, start something that's specific to your community, to families, to talk about the social justice issues, talk about the economic development opportunities. This industry right now, to be honest with you, 3,700 plus people that are cultivating, manufacturing, processing, or dispensing, only 1 to 2% are people of color. And for me, I'm a businesswoman. I think it's a travesty. So you look at the healthcare aspect, you look at the business aspect, and let's talk about social justice and how 1 to every 4 persons that's incarcerated is African American for the plant. Someone had to do something, and so I just felt I dream big, I think big. I was looking for the Urban League to do something. I was looking for the NAACP to step out and say, hey, let's write public policy. Let's make a stand. Let's make sure the industry know that we are going to be a part of this and that we're not going to be left behind. I didn't see it, and so that's how Minorities for Medical Marijuana was born.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing such personal.
It's a personal story.
Yeah, such a personal story with our listeners. Well, you guys started in Florida.
Right.
You're based in Florida. And tell us some of the activities that you've been involved in, some of the groups that you may have formed Can-Amazing partnerships with, and how, of course, people can get in contact with Minorities for medical marijuana?
So the organization, like I said, is in 20 different states. And so we have these chapter presidents who are amazing people who have their own personal businesses and brands in cannabis, but their give back is to this organization and to making sure that we give back to people that look like us, to be able to help us to jump over hoops, jump over barriers, to get the support that's needed. So the organization has partnered, and we've participated in every single conference you can imagine that comes across in the country. This conference in particular is one of our partners. Not only do they partner with us and they give us a free booth space, but they give us complimentary passes for us to go back, and we in turn go look for folks in our community who would want to come here, who may financially have a hardship, not able to afford the price point, where we give them a complimentary. You don't owe me anything. You don't have to join me. All you have to do is just say, hey, listen, I want to attend, and we'll make sure they can attend. And we do that with a lot of conferences throughout the country. There's some conferences who are resistant to supporting, and I just believe there has to be a give back. And I'm not afraid of asking for these companies who are always like, oh, we believe in diversity, or we like diversity. I need you to walk the walk. If you're going to talk the talk, walk the walk. Let me see what you're going to do. Put paper to the pen. It's not always about money. Sometimes it's in kind that you give that costs you nothing. And so, anyone that's listening to me and these organizations and these conferences, if you don't have a give back, karma is something else, and it can't always be about the money. And so, to reach out to us, and if you want to learn more about the organization, we're at www.M as in Mary 4 M as in Mary United.org. So that's M4MM United.org. Our number is 877-900-08. Oh gosh, 877-900-0823 is our phone number. Our phone number that you can reach out to us. My email address is Roz, R-O-Z, at M4MMUnited.org. If you want more information, if you want to become a member, our membership is $100 for the year. We make it affordable. We have webinars. Our members get a 1-hour business consultation with me. So if there's anything I can do to help them grow their brand and grow their business, that's what we're all about. We want people to have some traction. It's not always touching plant, but we want them to have traction in this industry, whatever their dream is. If they want to start a podcast, if they want to have a social website, or if they want to do a video studio or anything, this cannabis industry has lots of money. So all I say, and this is what I would recommend, my last thing is, if you want to get into the industry, don't be afraid. Don't let the stigma, just leave it behind, but do whatever you're passionate about, and whatever you're doing right now that you do well, transfer that skill set over to the cannabis industry. That's where you're going to make your money. Don't try to go outside of what you do well. Stay in your wheelhouse. Figure out how to transfer that skill set over to the cannabis side, and I promise you'll do well. And please feel free to reach out to us.
All right, that was amazing, Miss McCarthy.
I appreciate you, Johnny.
And one last congratulations on your award at the Cannabis Business Awards last night.
I missed it.
Tell us just a little bit about this beautiful award.
Don't forget this for us. So again, I just want to apologize for it, because again, we didn't even realize we were going to get an award. We left early because I was on East Coast time and I was fading fast. So you guys, but long story short, you know what? We don't look for the awards, the accolades. We just do the work. And you know what? We understand about business etiquette and about protocol and about coming in here and being about your business and being serious about your business. And when people take you serious and they see what you're doing and they know that you really are serious about the work that you're doing, they will recognize you. You don't have to ask for the award. It just comes. I'm so grateful. Earlier this year in 2018, in February, High Times awarded me the 100 most influential in cannabis. Had no idea how I received it, but it was a reminder that, Roz, my prayer every night is, Lord, keep me humble and let me continue to help people. And I think if I keep doing that, of course I want to be successful personally, but if I do that, I know that all that success I want and what the organization needs, it will come. And so I'm grateful for this. Thank you guys so much, and gosh, this is awesome, man.
That is so compassionate.
Thank you.
And that's what the industry is about. So, Roz McCarthy, thank you so much for being a part of Cannabis Talk Show Live. Again, much continued success.
Thank you.
Again, tell our listeners your website, contact information one more time.
Absolutely. So you can reach us at www.m4mmunited.org. Our phone number is 877-900-0823. And if you need to reach me via email, Roz, R-O-Z, at m4mmunited. United.org. I apologize, guys. So thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you, Johnny. Thank you for the work that you're doing and spreading the love, spreading the Canada amazing, making sure that you are sharing with your audience about all the amazing things that's in this industry.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you. Cannabis Talk Show Live. We are out.